You don't want to miss out on the amazing faction quest rewards in Starfield. One even unlocks a really cool new skill. We'll tell you everything you need to know without any major spoilers, starting with an amazing free ship you can get. To get started, head to the Cheyenne system to Aquila, because the Freestar Rangers questline here will give you this ship and some other really nice rewards as well. The Star Eagle is a Class A ship, meaning that any character can fly it without the need for investment in the piloting skill. It also comes preloaded with a lot of parts that would normally require you to have a high level in the starship design skill, like the weapons and engines. So not only are you getting a free ship, you're also getting something that is likely a lot better than anything you're able to put together unless you've already invested heavily into the required skills. And to top it off, the cargo hold for this ship can store up to 2280 kilograms of stuff, even more so if you invest in the payload skill, so it's also a great storage bank for gear and crafting materials. This has been my main ship for most of my first playthrough, so I highly recommend you go and grab it. So like I said, our first course of action is to head to Aquila, because the first time you enter the city, there's something going down at the bank, which starts the quest Job Gone Wrong. Help solve this situation and you'll receive a new objective to go and talk to Emma Wilcox at The Rock, which will start the quest chain for the Freestar Rangers. Not much to this one, just complete the quests you're assigned and make sure you've stocked up on med packs and ammo before embarking on the first to fight, first to die mission, which is the second to last one. After that comes the Hammer Falls, and then you'll be rewarded with a new ship and more. Among these rewards is a unique weapon, and although it's not as strong as the weapons from another faction questline that I will mention in a bit, I did find the modified Justifier rifle to be quite useful. It's a variant of the Lawgiver with a pretty cool unique skin and some mods that help it perform better over longer ranges, so overall not a bad weapon to add to your arsenal. Now if you're looking for some less than noble work, you can also do some quests for the morally dubious Ryujin Industries. By completing their quest line, you'll actually gain a new skill for free. The manipulation skill, which is in the highest tier of the social tree, becomes automatically unlocked, which you can use by opening your scanner, aiming at an NPC until the social button appears, and then selecting manipulation. And this allows you to give an NPC a command that they will follow for a time. You can simply command them to move somewhere, but you can also cause them to attack a target, including their allies. And while the AI is generally not that smart, they can dish out some decent damage when they decide to work, so it's definitely nice to have in your arsenal. But to be honest, it is even better for robbing a place blind. Instead of sneaking around and waiting for someone to turn their back, you can just command them to get out of the shop while you grab their stuff. Do keep in mind that they will eventually come back, so you need to be quick, but other than that, you're pretty much never at risk of being spotted. And on a side note, even though you've unlocked the skill, you're not yet able to level it up unless you invest enough skill points to unlock the 4th tier of skills in the social tree. And there are even more useful rewards along the way here, including plenty of med packs and digipics. Might not be anything special, but these items are of course always welcome. In order to start, we can interact with the Ryujin terminal, which is located in New Atlantis. Head to the commercial district and run all the way straight past the distribution center on your right until you reach this red terminal. Interact with it and sign up for a new job. The quest will then take you to Neon, located on the planet Voli Alpha in the Voli system, and from there you can just follow the quest chain through to the end. Now again, no spoilers for any of the quests here, but I do want to stress that having some investment in the stealth, theft and persuasion skills will come in very useful, but you are of course free to tackle these missions however you want to. But you will actually receive some useful items that buff these skills during the questline. For the mission Sewing Discord, you receive a fitted business suit, a piece of clothing that gives you a 10% extra chance to succeed in persuading someone. So if like me, you attempt to persuade people often, it is a really nice item to have. There's also a unique weapon you can get during the quest Top Secrets, where you need to talk to the NPC Simon and have the option to go do a favor for him. And during the final mission called Sabotage, you also receive an operative suit and helmet during your briefing. The suit is a piece of clothing that makes you 25% harder to detect, so great to buff your stealth abilities, and while the helmet doesn't do anything, it is a pretty cool looking piece of gear. Before we move on to more amazing faction quest rewards, if you've enjoyed the video so far, then be sure to leave a like as it really helps us out, and subscribe as we got more spoiler-free stuff Starfield videos coming your way. Now, one faction questline you've probably already come across is the one for the UC Vanguard. You go by the front desk as part of the early story mission The Old Neighborhood, or you can come back later, but by talking to Commander Tuala at the mast, you can start off your UC training, and after completing that, you get access to the mission Grunt Work. Completing this will actually open up two quest lines, one that continues the story of Grunt Work and one that leads you to the Crimson Fleet. Sticking with the UC for now, we'll be continuing with the mission Delivering Devils and the quests that come after. Because as you've probably guessed by now, it's the final few missions of these faction quests that are going to reward us with some amazing items, including a full legendary armor set that also looks really cool. You find this one during the mission Hostile Intelligence, which is actually the second to last mission in the questline. After landing on the planet where your mission will take place, one of the optional objectives will be to collect your gear. And you'll definitely want to do this, as this will lead you to a room full of ammo and weapons, with the highlight being a full set of legendary UC anti-Xeno gear with some amazing perks. The full set consists of a spacesuit, a helmet and a boost pack, and because all items are legendary, you get 9 perks in total when you wear the full set. Won't go over all of them, but there are some amazing buffs on here, like plus 20 carrying capacity, automatically consuming a health pack when you get below 25% health, and a 10% chance to set nearby enemies on fire, which triggers when they attack you, and since you're probably going to get hit anyway, this is really nice. So make sure you grab it as part of the optional objective, and if you talk to the soldier standing next to the table that has the armor on it, you'll also receive a modified version of the microgun. It also comes with the Exterminator perk that makes it deal more damage against alien creatures, so some very powerful gear to pick up here, although that isn't the last thing you get if you choose to continue with this questline. After completing Hostile Intelligence, the only mission that remains is a Legacy Forged. By finishing that as well, you will be rewarded with the keys to a penthouse in the New Atlantis residential district in the Mercury Tower, to be precise. You'll need to pick up the keys first from Aphelion Realty, which is located in the front of the Freestar Embassy. From the Mast tram station, head up and out, and then go left like this until you reach this little building. Talk to the lady behind the counter to receive your keys, then take the tram to the residential district. From here, you can already see Mercury Tower slightly to your left, so enter it and take the elevator up to your new penthouse. And then you have a nice place you can decorate and place useful items like research stations or storage chests. Fun extra benefit for this house, by the way, you can see your spaceship on the landing port from the balcony, and you can actually just jump out and use your boost pack to make it all the way there. Now, like I said, joining up with the UC Vanguard actually unlocks 2 quest chains, as after returning to Commander Tuala for the mission Grunt Work, he also has another assignment for you that starts the quest Deep Cover. There are various great rewards you get during this quest chain, 2 major ones being the legendary revolver Keelhauler and the legendary assault rifle Revenant, which we covered more extensively in our best weapons video that I will link to in the video description. You definitely don't want to miss out on these, but there is another big prize waiting for you near the end of the quest. Now, I'm not going to spoil any details, but it is important to note that there are 2 different endings for this quest line. And while the quest reward will be the same, there are other consequences depending on your choice. Both endings also offer a different unique weapon, though neither of these are nearly as good as the Keelhauler and the Revenant. Even still, I highly recommend you make a manual save during the quest Eye of the Storm before you travel to the system your objective is in. This way you can go back and check both options, but either way, completing the entire quest chain rewards you with a massive sum of 250,000 credits, which you can then use to buy unique weapons from merchants or start building your own ship, for instance. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to not miss the next one. If you want, you can watch our previous video on the best weapons in the game by clicking on the screen. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.